According to a new report from Politico this week, the Trump campaign is so low on money that they might actually lose some of the many lawsuits that they've filed due to the simple fact that they can't even afford to pay their legal fees or their lawyers anymore. Now that's low on money. I mean, especially for a campaign that's pulled in over $1 billion this year, to not be able to pay for all these lawsuits that you have for some reason injected yourself into, because that's what's fun about this. None of the lawsuits that this campaign is fighting were necessary. It's not like they were being sued because they allegedly did something illegal. No. They're either fighting the RNC's lawsuits trying to suppress the vote because they don't want you to vote, or they're fighting Donald Trump's personal lawsuits from the myriad of women who have accused him of sexual misconduct or defamation. That's what the campaign is fighting. None of these were relevant to the actual campaign itself. And to be honest, probably at least the personal lawsuits, things that the campaign should not be paying to legally fight. I'm sure there's some gray area there, which is what they're operating in, but I'm willing to bet, might be worth investigators taking a second look at that. But anyway, on to the fact that they have no money. One of the lawsuits they had been fighting, and this has been going on for a long time, was against Omarosa, because she published a book, released all these secrets from the White House, and they thought, hey, this violates your NDA, so we're suing you, Omarosa, for $1 million. We're suing you for $1 million. You're going to give us $1 million. Well, according to the report, they actually approached her recently, so low on cash, and were like, yeah, hey, bet that $1 million. Could you just give me like 50 grand? Just give me 50 grand and we'll call it even. We're not going to sue you anymore. Just come on, man. I need that hit. I need it. That's how low on cash they were. They felt that the secrets she revealed after signing an NDA and violating it was worth $1 million, but they're so low on cash right now that they're willing to, instead of taking $1 million, take 52 grand, is I think the number 52. Yeah, $52,000. They're willing to just ignore the remaining $948,000 that they wanted from Omarosa because they're so desperate for any little tiny bit of cash that they're willing to say, okay, forget the $1 million, 50 grand right now out the door and we're done. You don't have to worry about us coming back to bug you again. That's crazy. That's how hard up for cash they are, according to this report. And again, this is by their own design. But what's also humorous to me about this report is that this report came out one day after I told you exactly what was going to happen. They were going to have the campaign fight as many of these lawsuits as they could. And then, once they either lose, or even if they win actually at that point, because you don't need this campaign anymore after that, because it's your second term, you're term limited, have the campaign itself declare bankruptcy and then say, you can't sue us. We got no money. We got bankruptcy protection. It's what Donald Trump did with his businesses, because he's running the campaign the same way he ran his businesses. Run it into the ground, no money left, declare bankruptcy and say, suckers, you can't get anything out of me. But that's not how this is going to work, because you filed most of these lawsuits. So you're kind of screwed there. Plus, we've never, I guess, really seen how this would play out, a campaign declaring bankruptcy, even if they're being sued by people. I'm pretty sure the liability for that, since they're suing the individual, not the campaign, is just going to fall back on the individual and take the campaign out of the equation. This was a stupid decision on their part. It doesn't provide them any actual protection, but I'm sure they think it does. But as I've said repeatedly, and as we have seen evidenced over the last 4 years, Trump doesn't always pick the best lawyers. Trump rarely picks the best lawyers. And I'm sure they probably told him, no, this is the best route to go. Why? Because it ensures a prolonged legal battle, which lets all these little defense attorneys keep billing him. So they make more money, even as they give him what is clearly some pretty bad legal advice.